स्फुरन्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः। कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति शिखरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्यम्बरे वनो। सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। ॐ वेदोदधिं समुन्मथ्य ज्ञानरत्नं समुद्रितं येन तस्मै वसिष्ठाय गुरुणां गुरवे नमः। वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय। सच्चिदानंद भगवान की जय। शब्द ब्रह्म की जय। सरस्वती महारानी की जय। योग वशिष्ठ जी भगवान की जय। हरि ओम। हम लोग प्रणाम प्रणाम। हम लोग योग वशिष्ठ का उत्तर निर्वाण प्रकरण उत्तरार्ध का 29वां अध्याय अभी तक आलोचना कर ही रहे हैं, जिसमें वेदांत को जिंदगी में उतारने का तरीका भगवान वशिष्ठ जी राम जी को समझाते हैं। दैनंदिन जीवन में वेदांत का सार को हम कैसे अभ्यास कर सकते हैं, जो आत्मज्ञानी लोग करते रहते हैं। आत्मज्ञानी लोगों के लिए दुनिया में कोई भी भिन्नता दिखाई नहीं देता है। समान दृष्टि उनका होता है, समदृष्टि। पत्थर, पानी, पेड़, लता, मनुष्य, पशु पक्षी सबको वह बराबर दिखते हैं और दुनिया में वह अनासक्त भाव में रहते हैं। ये उनका जिंदगी में देखा गया। तो ऐसे ही साधक लोग कैसे जिंदगी में परमात्मा का चिंतन करते हुए अंदर तो परमात्मा का चिंतन सदा सर्वदा अखंड और बाहर इंद्रियों के द्वारा इंद्रियों का विषय को सेवन करना और इंद्रियों के लिए ही उसको ग्रहण करना अनासक्त भाव से, ये संभव है। अंदर तो सदा सर्वदा परमात्मा का चिंतन, जो बाह्य कार्य कर्तृता अभिमान के बिना भी सब कार्य कर सकते हैं। इंद्रियों के लिए चलते फिरते रहते हैं, काम करते रहते हैं। उसमें साक्षी रूप से ज्ञानी लोग कभी लिप्त नहीं होते हैं, उनका आसक्ति नहीं होता है कर्म में, कर्तापना नहीं रहता है, पर साक्षीपना रहता है, वो साक्षी रहते हैं। इस प्रकार अभ्यास भी किया जा सकता है। इंद्रियों के द्वारा इंद्रियों का जरूरत को पूरा किया जाए समय, देश और परिस्थितियों को देख करके, जैसे समय का, परिस्थिति का मांग है, इंद्रियां उसको पूर्ति करते हुए जो प्रारब्ध के बल से जो परिस्थितियां, जो विषय तुम्हारे सामने है, उसको बिना आपत्ति से ग्रहण करना और त्याग नहीं करना। और कोई भी चीज़ सामने आया अपने कर्तव्य पथ में, तो उसको बिना हिचकिचाहट से स्वीकार करना, यही वर्तमान में जीवन धारण करने का तरीका, और वही सारे वेदांत का सार है। संसार में रहो, संसार का बनना नहीं। पद्म पत्र जैसे कमल का पत्ता संसार में पानी में रहता है अछूत, वैसे ही संसार में साधक लोग रह सकते हैं और ज्ञानी लोग रहते हैं। इसमें कोई तकलीफ नहीं। उसका तरीका वही कि वर्तमान में जो सामने है उसको स्वीकार करना, उसके ऊपर कोई अपना मतामत नहीं है। ग्रहण त्याग का कोई विषय नहीं है, न ग्रहण है न त्याग है। तो इस प्रकार व्यवहार में अनासक्त भाव आ जाता है, उसमें बंधन नहीं रहता है, तो फिर वह सदा मुक्त ही घूमता रहेगा। मुक्त पुरुष है, उसी के ऊपर हम विचार करते आ रहे हैं। नाना किस्म के तर्क, नाना किस्म के उदाहरण, कहानी, ये सब देख करके हम इसके ऊपर विचार करते हैं। वी आर डिस्कसिंग दी सेम योग वशिष्ठ, the end Nirvana Prakaran, second half, and 29th chapter, in which we have been discussing since long the explanation of Vasistha ji to Ram, how to live a life in the world being without attached to any actions, any situations, any objects, just accepting whatever comes by the way, and inwardly always being touched with the self, and outwardly senses doing their job as per the time and space conditions demand. So in this way one can live a worldly life, yet he doesn't become worldly. He can live peacefully and doing everything, being non-doer. Everything he can do. Inwardly always thinking of the absolute truth. Outwardly, world is some dream, like some dream. Just as one acts in the dream which has got no meaning. Similarly, the man of wisdom act in the worldly paradigms. So, the question arises today, is there world for the wise people? Do they see the world? For them, is there any world, something which is called world? तो वशिष्ठ जी बोलते हैं, अनावृत स्वप्रकाश निरतिशयानंद आत्मा के स्वरूप अमृत हुए। उन मुक्त पुरुषों को सांसारिक ज्ञानों से रहित दुख रूप क्षोभ से शून्य जो स्थिति है वही मोक्ष है और वही अविनाशी पद है। इनमें अनंत अज्ञानों की आपत्ति भी नहीं है, क्योंकि एक ही के विज्ञान से सभी का ज्ञान हो जाने के कारण उनमें किसी तरह के अज्ञान की प्राप्ति ही नहीं हो सकता है। अपिच भ्रमात्मक ज्ञान का अभाव भी आत्मरूप ही है, इसलिए उसमें तत्वज्ञान से कोई विलक्षणता हो ही नहीं रही। Again the same thing he explains. वही जो पहले विचार करता है वो कारण बता करके बताते हैं। ज्ञानी के लिए संसार कुछ नहीं रहता है। संसार जैसे मान लो परमात्मा जो अनावृत है, जो खुल्लम खुला दिख रहा है, उनको स्वयं प्रकाश पूर्ण है, इसीलिए वो अपने आप दिख जाता है। उसके ऊपर कोई ढक्कन नहीं, निरतिशय आनंद, जिसमें आनंद का कोई व्यवधान नहीं है, अखंड आनंद है। वो आत्मा के स्वरूपभूत हुए, उस आत्मा का स्वरूप हुआ मुक्त पुरुष संसार के ज्ञानों से रहित होकर के, संसार क्या चीज़ उनको पता नहीं रहता है। संसार मतलब जो बदलने वाला चीज़ है। सम्यक रूपेण सरतीति संसार, जो अच्छी तरह हमेशा बदलता रहता है। सरना मतलब स्क्रॉल टेढ़े मेढ़े चाल चलना, उसी को कहते हैं सरना। सरक जाना, हिंदी में भी कहते हैं सरक जाना, फिसल जाना, फिसलता हुआ सरीसृप बोलते हैं। सांप का भी नाम इसी के ऊपर है, वो टेढ़े मेढ़े फिसलता रहता है, इसीलिए उसको सर्प बोलते हैं, सरतीति। और संसार का नाम भी ऐसे ही है, हर चीज़ बदलता रहता है और टेढ़े मेढ़े, कोई सीधा नहीं, इसीलिए संसार है। और सरस्वती का नाम भी ऐसे ही है सरस्वती, ये टेढ़े मेढ़े में सब जगह पर है, इसलिए सरतीति सरस्वती। हमेशा हर चीज़ के साथ चेष्टा प्रदान करके सबको गतिशील बनाती है, इसीलिए सरस्वती है। वो फिसलती रहती है, सबको फिसलना सिखाती है। बच्चे लोग क्या करते हैं, ये पत्थर है ना, उधर एक पत्थर है जिसमें मेरी पहले कुटिया थी, उसमें पत्थर के अंदर एक ऐसा खड्डा है, उसमें बच्चे जाएंगे। पहले ज़माने में थे बच्चे, अभी तो नीचे बालू नहीं, पहले रेत होता था नीचे। बच्चे आएंगे दौड़ करके इधर ऊपर बैठेंगे, फिसल करके जाएंगे उधर सरस्वती खेल फिसल देना। इधर भी कभी कभी फिसलते हैं, स्लाइडिंग। The children, they play, of course, in some gardens. There are some instruments for playing for the children. They play, they go up and then slide down. So this is how the world goes on, sliding. So Saraswati also, Saraswati, the literal meaning which slides away. Everything, every object is pushed forward by the Supreme Power. She is called Saraswati, the Supreme Power. It makes every object to slide on, to scroll on. That's why the name is Saraswati. One who gives a momentum in every object to change. That is the work of the absolute power, supreme power. Saraswati, sansar means world. World also the same word meaning, literal meaning, which is change, which is subject to change. Every moment, everything changes. ऐसे ही संसार जो बदलता रहता है, उसका उसमें एक स्थिरता को वो देखते हैं। ज्ञानी लोग स्थिरता को देखते हैं जो बदलता हुआ संसार के अंदर, इसीलिए उनको कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, कितने भी बदल जाए। वो सिर्फ स्थिर बुद्धि से संसार को एक जैसे देखते हैं। ऐसे ही जस्ट लाइक दिस you see so many changes one after another, everywhere there is interruptions, white and yellow, but background is continuous white. This is called world, this is called God. This is what the wise people see, this is what the worldly people see. Same thing, opposite to each other. This is called world and this is called God. Continuous, no interruptions. So the wise man sees the world equally. Equal vision means one thing at all time, in all conditions. The absolute existence, deleting the name and form, he sees the existence and knowledge and bliss absolute, which is never interrupted. In the world itself, everywhere, every object does exist. Existence cannot be denied. And the existence knows that it exists. That is called awareness or knowledge of itself. That is called self-knowledge. And having that knowledge, I do exist, I am happy, which is never interrupted, because my existence is continuous. So my happiness of that existence is continuous. That is called unchanging happiness, that is bliss, continuous. So these three states are found everywhere in all conditions, in all the objects. Every object has got 5 aspects. 2 are overpowering, overlapping, enveloping, name and form, which hides the truth inside. Truth is existence, and knowledge of it and the contentment or the bliss of it. Existence, knowledge and bliss absolute is hidden inside, just as the banana is hidden by its overlapping skin. When you eat banana, you have to throw out the overlapping, covering, visible skin. That is not to enjoy. That is not for your enjoyment. The real enjoyment is hidden within. That is the essence. Essence is the truth which never can be denied. and overlapping names and forms which create some hindrance in seeing the hidden treasure within. That should be overlooked. Overlapping names and forms should be overlooked. That is what the vision of the wise people. They overlook the outer skin and they see the inner pulp. They enjoy it. They eat the banana and enjoy. And worldly people, they fight for the skin. How does it look? It looks reddish. It is not ripened up. It is not edible now. But they don't know. Even the red bananas are edible. They are found in Assam jungles. Some very small bananas are available, very sweet, jungly, jungly bananas. For the ignorant persons, they go on fighting for the size and shape and color and whether it is ripened or it is raw. All these aspects are considered by the ignorant persons. They go on fighting among themselves. But the wise enjoy the essence inside. They are never bothered about names and forms. Whether it is red outside or yellow or it is green, what does it matter? The inner pulp is sweet. No doubt in it. Similarly, the wise people see the world, they don't consider the names and forms, they see the inner being. Inner being is eternal, continuous, uninterrupted existence. They see it. Just as a teacher in the class sees all the students as students, he does not consider the age or the caste and creed of the students. He has to impart knowledge. He sees students, somebody are sitting to hear my teaching. So he goes on seeing who is accepting and who is not. That is his choice. But teacher never thinks the color of the cloth the student has used or whether he is young in age or he is little overaged or which from which caste he has come. Nothing he considers. He considers only the student. He is ready to learn. That is what he sees. Similarly, a thirsty man goes to the riverside or to the lake to drink water. He never sees whether water is wavery or with bubbles or what it is. He never looks for all these qualities of the water. He is thirsty, he drinks water and appeases his thirst. Similarly, the wise man sees the one homogeneous existence, all-pervading existence in all the beings, all the names and forms, and enjoys the bliss. He is never perturbed whether it is a tree of flower or tree of fruits, or it is green, or it is small, or it is dried up. Everything is full of existence and bliss. He enjoys in this way. ज्ञान हो जाने के कारण उनमें किसी तरह की अज्ञान की प्राप्ति नहीं होती है. Once he is able to see the inner essence, he never can look the overlapping names and forms which are ever changing. He never cares to look at that. This is the vision of a wise man on the world. अपि च भ्रमात्म ज्ञान का भाव भी आत्मरूप ही है. Deletion of avoidment of not looking at the names and forms which are overlapping. That state is called a state of wisdom, state of realization. The person has realized the truth which is hidden in. So, that state is ever existing. It is not achieved by any effort. No effort can make you achieve it. It is everywhere, all the time, by all conditions, available to everyone. Only when you identify with the names and forms, you are gone. You think you are ever changing, and due to change only you suffer. And one who identifies himself with the inner hidden treasure, he becomes it and he is ever happy. So it is not question of achieving liberation or a state of self-realization, or we can say oneness. All these words, they are simply meaningless words. Nothing is there to achieve. It is already there, ever present. What to achieve? Just as you have reached the goal, say you wanted to come to Uttarkasi, you have reached Uttarkasi, but you don't know that you are at Uttarkasi. You are going on asking people, how far is Uttarkasi? You have already achieved it. It is there. You are standing at Uttarkasi and you are inquiring and thinking of reaching Uttarkasi. Similarly, you are always, at all conditions, you are ever free. There is no bondage is there. Only you assume that you have been bound up, tied up with all these names and forms. You have relationships with all these names and forms because you value them, you know them only, not the inner hidden treasure which is hidden by it. That's how you are always in trouble, always in problem, miseries, problems. But one who overlooks all this, The question comes, overlooking will do enough, but they will be there. If you don't see, will they not act? Isn't it? The pulp is there, hidden by the skin. If you don't see the skin, will it be destroyed by itself? What happens if you don't see, look at it? It will be there. It will be there. So what use of not looking it? It will be there. Isn't it? Why don't you ask? If I don't look at the skin, can I enjoy the pulp? Come on. It is not seeing. It is seeing in proper eyes, analytical eyes. Names and forms are not at all there. Not at all there. It is ever changing, so you cannot see it. You are unable to see and you think you are seeing. You are looking at it. You are unable to see anything. Your vision is faulty. You don't see anything. That's how it is said. Having seen, nobody sees anything. Having hear, we don't hear. We do everything, but we don't do it because we don't know the process of real doing. Everything is changing every moment. So what are you claiming? How do you claim that you are doing something? Whatever you are doing, it is gone. Just as the time passes away every moment. There is no future, there is no past. Only present is present, but that also you are unable to catch hold. So, what do you know by time? Do you know anything what is time? You cannot claim, you cannot say, I know what is time. The moment you say, it is gone. What do you know? How do you know? And whether the time passes away or your mind fleets away, another question. Whether your vision changes, your mind changes, or time changes, what is changing? Everything is changing. Everything is changing. So what can be seen by whom? What can be done by whom? Got the point? Everything is changing. The doer is changing, the done is changing, the process doing also is changing. Everything is changing. And somebody says, I have done this work. What foolishness. I have seen this tree. The moment you have seen, you claim the tree is something else. It is no more that tree what you have seen it. It changes. And your mind has also changed. Who is telling I have seen? And process also changes. Everything changes. Can you recognize your friend sitting in a fast moving train and another train also is moving fast against your train? Both are crossing in a point each other with a fast speed. Your friend is sitting in that other train. Can you recognize him? Can you see, I have seen my friend sitting in that train? Can you say? This is how everything is changing. And we say, we think, I am the doer, I have seen this, I have seen that, I have done this, I will do this, all this. Is this not utter foolishness? Foolishness means no analytical study, no. We don't think what we think. We don't know what we are, what we do. Life is going on. This is how the position of the ignorant worldly people, but the wise man is ever alert, ever aware. He never looks all these passing phenomena. Inside it, there is ever constant continuation of the existence that he sees. So he is ever happy, ever blissful, and he has no problem because nothing changes there. Problems are due to changes. You cannot stop it. So I mean, if you overlook the skin, that does not mean you are enjoying the inner pulp. No, avoiding the skin means enjoying also. When you throw out the skin and don't enjoy the pulp, then what need of throwing it away? If you throw everything, no, it is not banana because it is looking like something with the skin. I cannot eat it. You throw out everything. That is not the way. You have to peel the fruit, throw the skin, and enjoy the inner juice. Then only it is done. And juice is always available. Your effort is to throw out the outer covering. वही कल हम विचार उसी को तो किए थे। अज्ञान आवरण को निकाल फेंकने से जो अंदर जो छिपा हुआ सत्य है वो अपने आप मिल जाएगा, वही तुम हो। कैसे? ये जो नाम रूपधारी शरीर है, इसके अंदर तुम जो रस रूप ज्ञान रूप तुम्हारी स्थिति है, इसको जब अनदेखा कर दोगे तो वो तो तुम्हारे अपने पास मौजूद है। मुक्ति मिलेगा क्या? एफर्ट हमको जरूरत नहीं, कोई पुरुषार्थ जरूरत नहीं ज्ञान प्राप्ति के लिए। पुरुषार्थ है अज्ञान का निवारण करना। तो उसके ऊपर हम कल विचार किए थे, क्या अज्ञान को कोई ज्ञान निवारण कर सकता है? अज्ञान को कौन निवारण करेगा? है? अंधकार को दूर कौन करेगा? कल हम इसके ऊपर विचार किए थे। Yesterday we are discussing how can this ignorance, the covering, hiding factor be destroyed? How? Can the knowledge destroy the ignorance? No. Knowledge is nothing to do. It does nothing. क्या अंदर का जो रस हुआ छिलका निकाल के फेंक सकता है? कुछ नहीं कर सकता है वो। बेकार का। The inner pulp has got no efficacy to throw out the outer pulp. It is hidden by itself. Let me be protected by the skin. So it will not destroy it. अज्ञान के कारण, ज्ञान के कारण अज्ञान है, इसलिए ज्ञान कभी अज्ञान को नष्ट नहीं करेगा। केला का जो अंदर का जो रस है ना, वो छिलका को अपने आप बना करके ढक करके रखा है, वो उसको फेंकेगा नहीं, वो सब ठीक ढंग से रखा हुआ है। छिलका को फेंक देगा तो नष्ट हो जाएगा, वो नहीं फेंकता है वो छिलका को। छिलका को कौन फेंकता है? जो छिलका को देखता है। जो छिलका को देखता है वो नहीं देखता है। ज्ञान कभी अज्ञान को नहीं देख सकता है। एक कहानी है ना, मज़ेदार कहानी। दो भाई बहन, भाई बड़ा है, बहन छोटी है। ये जैसे रुद्र और परी, ये दोनों का हमेशा लड़ाई होता है। डॉक्टर साहब का लड़का लड़की ये दोनों का हमेशा लड़ाई होती है। एक दिन लड़ाई करके दादा के पास पहुंच गए। दादा, समझ गए? दादा, भाई मेरे को हमेशा मारता है, चिढ़ाता है और मेरे पीछे पड़ा है, पकड़ के मारूंगा करके मेरे को हमेशा मारता रहता है। भाई इसको बोलो ना मेरा पीछा मत करेगा। पर भाई साथ नहीं था। लड़के अपने आप जा करके पहुंचे और शिकायत की दादा के सामने। दादा बोलो ना, भाई मेरे पीछे पड़ा है, हमेशा कपड़ा पकड़ के खींचता है, मारूंगा तेरे को। तो दादा कहा ठीक है, भाई को पकड़ के ले आओ, उसको अकल पढ़ाऊंगा मैं। कोई बात नहीं, मैं उसको ऐसा दो चांटा कसूंगा ना, फिर कभी तेरे पीछे नहीं पड़ेगा। तो आज तक वो बेचारी लड़की भाई के पीछे पड़ा है। भाई के पीछे पड़ा है, भाई नहीं मिलता है। भाई पहले बहन के पीछे पड़ा था, मारूंगा। अरे बहन भी पीछे पड़ा है, दादा के पास ले आऊंगा, नहीं पहुंच पाता है, पकड़ नहीं पाता है। उनका दोनों का रनिंग रेस चल रहा है, कोई किसी को नहीं पकड़ पा रहे। कौन है वो भाई बहन? हाँ, अच्छा, दिन और रात दिन रात दादा है, बैठा है सूरज भगवान, दिन रात दोनों लड़ाई कर रहे हैं। रात कहता है मेरे पीछे पड़ा है ये। तो दादा बोला जाकर पकड़ के ले आओ तेरा भाई को, दिन को पकड़ के ले आ मेरे पास, मैं लगाऊंगा दो चांटा। नहीं पकड़ पाया आज तक। रनिंग रेस चल रहा है उनका, डे एंड नाइट। Night is the sister, day is the brother. They had quarreled. They went to grandfather. The younger sister claims, complaints against the elder brother. My dear grandfather, see, this brother is always chasing me to beat me and trouble me. Brother is chasing me. Ask him not to chase me. So the grandfather says, okay, I shall tell him, I shall punish him go and bring him before me. The sister is changing the brother, but nobody can catch each other. The day and night, they are changing each other. Nobody can catch anyone. They have complained against each other. Means knowledge cannot destroy the ignorance, because of knowledge, ignorance is there. If knowledge destroys the ignorance, then knowledge also will be destroyed. It cannot destroy ignorance. So how to avoid ignorance? What to do? Yesterday we discussed it. There is someone who protects the ignorance. The witness of ignorance who is standing on the borderline is neither knowledge nor ignorance. He is in between the two. Who is witnessing ignorance as well as knowledge. That is the protector of the ignorance. If he wishes, then he will not look this side, he will look that side. Then only this is overlooked. So, witnessing state you have to achieve. That means you are a witness, neither you are ignorant nor you are wise. You are witnessing both. This is the state of mediocre, both sides. This is how this person can avoid this ignorance, or there is no other way. Ignorance cannot be destroyed by ignorance, and it cannot be destroyed by knowledge also. समझ में आया? हाँ जी. If at all you want to do some effort is to be witness. That's all. Neither this side nor that side. That is your witnessing state. तो वो कराया अज्ञानी के लिए तो दुनिया सब कुछ है, ज्ञानी के लिए दुनिया नहीं है. दुनिया दिखता है, नाम रूप दिखता हुआ भी काम नहीं करता है. और एक उदाहरण दूं, काम कैसे नहीं करता है. बड़ा मज़ेदार कहानी. Another story, very enjoyable story, joke. माधवान जी हमारे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट थे. शिवानंद आश्रम ऋषिकेश डिवाइन लाइफ सोसाइटी का वाइस प्रेसिडेंट माधवान जी. वो बहुत भोले वाले थे. भोले वाले ऐसा, वो पहले मिलिट्री में रहे, बड़ा ऑफिसर थे, पर इधर आके के दुनिया सब भूल जाते हैं. सुबह उठ करके वो अपना जब ध्यान में लगे रहते हैं, खाना पीना उनको कोई होश नहीं रहता है. फिर भी वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है, कंस्ट्रक्शन काम और सब देखना है आश्रम का. तो भोले वाले होने से कोई भी कुछ भी आया, हाँ हाँ ले जाओ, सैंक्शन कर देता है. तो जनरल सेक्रेटरी किसान जी हमेशा पाँव बदनी लगा रखे हैं. स्वामी जी देखो, बिना पूछे सब कोई भी कुछ आया बोला, सैंक्शन नहीं करना, पूछताछ करना, कंजूसी करो थोड़ा. आश्रम में इतना पैसा नहीं, हम डेब्ट में चल रहे हैं, थोड़ा कंजूसी करो. अच्छा जी, कंजूसी करेंगे। कंजूसी करेंगे। एक कोई आया मद्रासी, तो उसको तो हिंदी आंधी मालूम नहीं है। बोलता है, स्वामी जी मेरे को दो बड़ा बड़ा सेल चाहिए। बड़ा बड़ा सेल, बड़ा टर्च का जो सेल है, बड़ा बड़ा सेल दो चाहिए। स्वामी जी बोलते हैं, बड़ा सेल क्या करेगा रे, छोटा में काम चलाओ। क्योंकि कंजूसी करना है ना, तो उसको छोटा दो सेल खरीदने के लिए बाजार मास्टर को बोल दिया। वो ले आया दो छोटा सेल, उसके पास बड़ा टॉर्च है, इसलिए वो ले गया। वो भी बेवकूफ़, वो बड़ा टॉर्च में छोटा सेल डालता है और स्विच ऑन करता है तो जलता नहीं। आकर के कहता है स्वामी जी को, साला अंदर जाता है काम नहीं करता है। स्वामी जी ये काम नहीं करता है। तो स्वामी जी बोले वाले और ठाने, कहते हैं, अरे एक छोटा टॉर्च ले ले रे। एक छोटा टॉर्च खरीद करके उसको देते हैं, कंजूसी करना है, बड़ा नहीं खरीदना। तो ऐसे ही बात, ये काम नहीं करता है। To be miser for a bigger touch, smaller cells are allowed to use. For a bigger torch, 3-cell torch, 2 small cells are brought and given. Be miser, don't spend too much money. And it is brought, Hariya Mataji. Yeah. So it is brought and given, and it doesn't work, so he complains. So a smaller torch was purchased and given to him. This is how one gets miser. तो यह अज्ञान भी ऐसा ही है, और रहता है, काम नहीं करेगा। वो कह रहा है कि अज्ञान को नष्ट करने के लिए ज्ञान नहीं नष्ट कर सकता है। अज्ञान को सिर्फ साक्षी भाव भी अज्ञान को नष्ट कर सकता है। नष्ट क्या, अज्ञान कभी नष्ट नहीं होता है। अज्ञान कभी नष्ट होता ही नहीं। इग्नोरेंस कैन नॉट बी डिस्ट्रॉयड बाय नो मीन्स। व्हाई? Can you kill the son of the barren woman? Can you kill him? He was playing havoc yesterday. He came to our gate side and it was shouting. Yes. Can you take him to the court or to the police station? The son of a barren woman. And last night I saw there was some fight going on outside the gate. A group of ghosts were there and they were fighting against each other. They were shouting, dancing and fighting. And some were injured and some were taken to the hospital. And they were asking me the ambulance. Yes. Do you know what happened to them in the hospital? They were admitted in emergency case. Do you know anything about them? No? No? Get some information. What happened to them? Huh? There is no ghost and you are telling story on it. The son of a barren woman, that means there is no child at all. It is impossible. Just like the horns of a rabbit. The thing which is not there, you are talking on it. It is not at all there. Ignorance means it is absence of knowledge, which is not there. Knowledge is ever existing. There is no such thing which is called ignorance. How can you destroy it? So no effort is required to destroy your ignorance. No need. Don't be a fool to avoid the world. There is no world. Understood? So effort is not at all there. No effort. It is not a process to get the knowledge. It is acceptance. You have forgotten it, your hidden treasure. You have forgotten just repetition or just acceptance of your forgotten hidden treasure. That's all. Just as I told the story of a beggar who had so much wealth inside the room, hidden inside the room. When the astrologer came and said, he dug it out and he became, in no time he became the street beggar, became the multimillionaire. Similarly, you have to find out your hidden treasure. There is no effort. It is there. It is there. तो इसीलिए उसमें तत्वज्ञान से कोई भी लक्षणता नहीं है, कुछ भी लक्षणता नहीं। तत्वज्ञानी को दुनिया नहीं देखना, दुनिया नहीं दिखाई पड़ता है इसी ढंग से। देखना क्या, सबके अंदर एक दिखता है उसको। और कितने उदाहरण हमारे भक्त लोगों का है जो असंभव को संभव करके दिखाए। देयर आर मेनी lively stories, incidents of great devotees who have shown the God is there. It is your inner feeling which takes a form and a name, and it does whatever is needed, whatever. The stone idol can eat. It can eat whatever you offer. That depends upon your feeling, heartfelt feeling. That can make anything and everything. So, on this basis, we can easily conclude the world is your made. There is no ignorance. You are unable to see the sun and you say the sun is invisible. There is no sun. Why? Because I am unable to see it. Is it the fact? Can you accept it? It is your defective eyes. There is no such thing which is called ignorance. And as such, the man of understanding, he never sees anything as changing phenomena or anything as world. He sees the only truth everywhere, in all conditions. One who is above the clouds, his sight is never blocked, isn't it? All the time he sees the sun. Suppose you are going somewhere in a plane at about 7 o'clock on a height of say 40, 50, 60,000 feet height. So down below you see the ground is totally dark and you are enjoying the sunset above, beautiful sunset. Have you experienced it? While going a long distance in the evening time, you can see. And you can see also the borderline of the sea and the land. How beautiful it looks. So, from that height of knowledge, the knowledgeable people, they see this world always bright, always full of knowledge. Everywhere, always the sun is shining. And below down, on the earth plane, everybody is facing darkness only. This is how the vision of a realized soul, a wise man. किंच जब मूला ज्ञान रहता है तभी उसके बल से बाह्य अर्थों के अज्ञान मूर्खता के संपादक होते हैं। मूल अज्ञान का नाश हो जाने पर तो बाह्य अर्थों के अज्ञान मुनित्व के संपादक हो जाते हैं। बाह्य अनर्थ का अज्ञान, बाह्य अर्थों का अज्ञान मुनित्व के संपादक हो जाते हैं। इस आशय से कहते हैं कि आत्मज्ञान के द्वारा सांसारिक पदार्थों का अज्ञान प्राप्त कर पुरुष मुनि बन जाता है, परंतु आत्मा के अज्ञान द्वारा सांसारिक पदार्थों का ज्ञान प्राप्त कर पुरुष पशु तथा वृक्ष बन जाता है। इसका ठीक विपरीत स्थिति को वर्णना कर रहे हैं। जो अज्ञान जिसको हम कहते हैं, मूल रूप से जिसको हम अज्ञान कहते हैं, उसमें होता है क्या? मूल अज्ञान किसको कहेंगे? इसके ऊपर हम बहुत चर्चा कर चुके हैं, महीनों तक। नहीं, मूल अज्ञान किसको कहेंगे? जिसके कारण ये बाह्य पदार्थ सब अज्ञान से लथपथ दिखते हैं, बाहर के नाम रूप सब अज्ञान भरा हुआ दिखता है। मूल अज्ञान के कारण ये मूर्खता के संपादक होता है। ये हम देख नहीं पाते हैं बाहर क्या चीज़ है। क्यों नहीं देख पाते हैं? हमारे मूल अज्ञान के कारण। और मूल अज्ञान को नाश हो मूल अज्ञान की नाश हो जाने के बाद बाह्य अर्थों के अज्ञान हो जाता है। बाहर जो अर्थ है, नाम रूपों का जो अर्थ है, अर्थ क्रियाकारिता जिसको कहते हैं, उसका कोई अर्थ नहीं रहता है। अर्थ अनर्थ में बदल जाता है। बाहर का अर्थ जो हम पहले दे रहे थे वो जब अनर्थ हो गया, कुछ नहीं है, तो उसी का नाम मुनित्व कहते हैं। मुनित्व मतलब मननशीलता। मुनि जो मनन करता है, हमेशा परमात्मा का चिंतन करता है, उसी को मुनि कहते हैं। One who always contemplates over the truth, he is called Muni in Sanskrit. Muni, one who contemplates all the time, continuously. So he says, you see, the primordial, the original ignorance. Original ignorance, what is that? We have to understand that. We have discussed it many times so nicely, so clearly. That original ignorance which is there within you, that when looks outside, it gives some meaning to outside names and form of the world outside you. It gives some meaning. Because of that ignorance, you give some meaning to these changing names and forms. Because of your ignorance. And when that is destroyed completely from the root itself, then whatever meaning you gave to the outside world, that becomes meaningless. That makes you think of the absolute continuously. That is called munitva. Munitva. You are a continuous meditator. उसको कहते हैं सहज समाधि, easy state of the samadhi. Always such people, they are always in samadhi. Samadhi where mind is never disturbed, always in a equal position. Okay, from this you can understand what is ignorance. Equanimity is called knowledge. Okay? Equilibrium state is known as knowledge, state of knowledge. So disturbance is called ignorance. So easy, so clear. What is disturbance? Ever-changing phenomena. Our mind is changing, our intellect is changing, our body and senses ever restless, ever changing. And at the same time, the ego identifies itself with everything, so rapidly it changes. We cannot even know how it is changing. That also is impossible. So speedily it is changing. You know, the great yogis say, according to their research, whatever they have found out, when you get up from the deep sleep state, in deep sleep, mind is not working, mind is at rest. And intellect also, mind, intellect, your ego also, they are at rest. They are not dead and gone, they are resting. And your awareness is overlapped. Awareness is always there, but it is overlapped, it is not aware of itself. So that's how when you get up, you remember that hiding factor is little uncovered in waking state. Though it is, we say it is waking, it is not really waking. Somewhat it is uncovered. You are little aware that you are aware. In that state, the moment you get up from deep sleep, that means the moment the mind and ego starts working, that moment, that fraction, thousandth part of a second, it pervades the whole body and finds I am. It identifies itself with the body in a fraction of second, thousandth part of a second. It becomes one with the body and it finds, oh, I am awake. Who is awake? The body is awake. With the mind and senses and intellect, ego, everything. This is how the changing phenomena, it changes so rapidly. We don't see the change. And what he says, the mula gyan, the basic ignorance, that is the first vibration or imbalanced state of the balanced state. Knowledge is ever there, that absolute balanced state of your heart, which is known as smaller than the smallest and bigger than the biggest also, which is also known by somebody. Some people say it is empty, vacuum. Some say it is full. Some say it is the deepest ditch. Huh? Some say it is the black hole. Many ways people explain it. But everybody say it is a state of equilibrium. When there is little imbalanced state seen in that equilibrium state, that starting point is called the basic ignorance. Ignorance means vibrations, स्पंदन जिसको हम कहते हैं. स्पंदन हुआ मतलब एक पल में सारे दुनिया तुम्हारे सामने खड़ा है. एक पल में सारे दुनिया, तुम शरीर हो, शरीर में इंद्रियां हैं, मन भी काम कर रहा है, भाग रहा है, पकड़ा नहीं जाता है, बुद्धि भी काम कर रही है, और क्या क्या नहीं देख ले तो एक पल में. आंख खोला तो अनंत नाम रूपों को एक नजर में देखते हो तुम. बताओ क्या तुम्हारे शक्ति है? अज्ञान का क्या शक्ति? What is the power of that basic ignorance? From one angle you can see innumerable, uncountable names and forms which are changing every moment. From one angle, what to speak of all round 360 into 360 degrees, all round angles. What will happen to your mind when you see everything together? This is the condition of your ignorance. Whatever you see, it is disturbance only. Disturbance is called ignorance. Just like some coin is fallen into the water. It has gone to the bottom. And water is muddy water. Can you see the coin in the bottom? If it is clean, you can see it. That mud is nothing but hides your sight. It is the hiding factor. Similarly, all these hiding factors due to change only. And change is due to many things. As you see it, as you explain it, some people say it is of three qualities, three gunas, the mula prakriti, teen guna, three qualities, sattva, rajas, tamas. Those vibratory system is divided into three categories. Mild and stable, those vibrations are called sattva, and very quick and overlapping and disturbing, that is called rajas, and very mild but morbid, not clear, that is called tamas. In this way, those vibrations are divided into three qualities, three categories, and we say that is Mul Prakriti, the basic ignorance. From there, all other disturbances start and they go on. So ignorance means disturbance, imbalanced state of disturbance only is possible where there is no disturbance, or else non-disturbance is ever existing. How can you disturb anything which is not there? It is there, it is undisturbed. Then only you can disturb it. है कि नहीं? तुम किसको स्पंदित करोगे? जो निस्पंद है उसी को तो स्पंदित करोगे. जहाँ स्पंदन नहीं उसी में तो स्पंदन दिखाई देगा, है? तो वही है सच. और ये जो स्पंदन हुआ ये है झूठ. इतनी सरल है. The vibrations or disturbance is called ignorance. Because of that we don't see the reality. And where it happens, what does get disturbed? One which is not disturbed, that only will be disturbed. Isn't it? The undisturbed condition is ever there, and if it is seen as if it is disturbed, then it is called ignorance. Ignorance is not there, the knowledge is always there. Just as the mirage in the desert, there is no water, no mirage, nothing is there. It is simply because of the heat of the situation, that the desert. Similarly, the absolute truth is because it is so transparent, it dazzles, it glows itself, just as in the crystal prism, we see all the reflections around it, whatever objects are there, all the reflections are seen in it. Does it really hold all these? Because of its transparency, it is seen within it which is not there. Similarly, all these names and forms are visible, are seen in the nameless, formless, absolute truth. because it is so transparent. Its nature is dazzling. So we see mirage in it. What is the color of the sky? Japanese never get such a bright blue sky, isn't it? Sky is blue, isn't it? Is it true? There is no color. Pure water is blue. There is no color of pure water. Water is by nature, it is odorless, colorless, tasteless. But we say water is very sweet water. Oh, salty water, खारा पानी कहते हैं ना. तो ये तो बाहर से आकर के इसमें इकट्ठा हो चुका है. प्योर वाटर का या प्योर स्काई का कोई रंग नहीं है. In the evening we see the colorful sky. Does it really hold the colors? Sky is colorless, but yet we see the blueness in it. And different all other colors are the sunrise, sunset time. These are only which is not there. Similarly, because of its why the sky looks like this, colorful, because it is so pure, so subtle, anything you can imagine on it. Similarly, this absolute truth is so transparent, so pure, there is no question of any impurity in it. And that's how it looks like this. And all these names and forms are superimposed, just imagined on it, just as your snake becomes so solid when you are unable to see the rope in the dark night. Snake becomes so living, and it is the cause for your fear and all disturbance. This is how we imagine all these names and forms on the truth itself. Hidden behind, hidden inside all these names and forms is the truth. Because we don't see the rope, we see the snake. Similarly, you don't know what is going on. Because of heat, you see the water in the mirrors. Because you don't know the color of the sky, that's how you say it is blue. Something which is not there. So there is another question. Can you think something which is not there? The most difficult question. Why don't you ask this? When I am telling, whatever you are thinking, it is not there. Whatever you are able to see, the names and forms, they are not there. And you are able to see it. Is it possible? Can you think something which is not there? Come on.
वही तो illusion है समझिए.
हाँ?
वही तो illusion है.
वही इल्यूजन है. हाँ, इल्यूजन तो नाम तो दे रहे हो, लेकिन क्या तुम सोच सकते हो जो नहीं है? इल्यूजन नाम दिया, इग्नोरेंस भी हम नाम देते हैं. अज्ञान भी नाम देते हैं, अंधकार भी नाम देते हैं, बहुत कुछ नाम दे देते हैं, लेकिन क्या है वो जो नहीं है? क्या सोच रहे हो? यस यस कुचंद्रम।
वो सोचने के बाद फिर बोलोगे वो भी नहीं है बोलोगे तो।
The mind is equipped with so much power. Mind can create and uncreate anything and everything. कर्तुम अकर्तुम सर्वथा कर्तुम अन्यथा कर्तुम समर्था। मन ये जो है, दिस माइंड, it can do, it can undo, it can do anything and everything. It can think of thing which is not there. Huh? There is a saying, there is a big bird in the sky. It is named in our Indian stories, Ganda Bhairav. Ganda Bhairav. Bhairav means the shouting bird. Ganda Bhairav, something, some name, and it lives in the sky. All the story on it. The grandma tells the story to the child so that he goes to sleep. Grandma story. There is a bird called Gandabhaira, very big bird. It shouts and nobody hears it. It's a shout. Nobody hears it. One, if you are able to hear the sound, then you are gone. One who hears its sound, he will die. And if many people hear the sound of Gandabhaira bird, then world is going to collapse. That means destruction is there. तो गंडभैरव का आवाज कोई नहीं सुनते हैं. Nobody hears its sound. It shouts very loudly in the sky. Nobody hears. And it has the nest in the sky. It lays eggs, big eggs, very big. And those eggs are hatched in the sky only. And the little ones come out of it. And they fly in the sky only. And they live in the sky. They spend their whole life in the sky. They get all their prey in the sky. The name of the bird is called Gandbhairav. Have you seen it? What will be its size? क्या गंडभैरव के बारे में क्या हम नहीं सोचते हैं? और भी कहानियाँ हैं इसी में, योग वशिष्ठ में बड़ा सुंदर कहानी. Beautiful stories are given on this basis only to make you understand how this foolish mind works. It can do and undo anything and everything. It can imagine which is not there. Such is the power of the mind. See, once the child is weeping in the lap of the grandmother, "Mother, please tell me a story. I am not getting sleep. Tell me a story." Mother starts, "When I shall tell you a story, beautiful story, and you have to understand the story, and then you have to say yes, 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 go on telling yes. Till then I will be telling story. The moment you keep quiet, I will stop my storytelling." "Yes, yes, ma. I will understand everything. Your stories are so easy to understand, you know. I shall understand everything and say yes, yes." The mother started the story. There was a king. Of course, the king's story. There was a king, and he had no queens. He had 3 children. Do you understand? Yes. The child conquers something in the mind. He understands everything. Yes, he had 3 children. One child had no head, other had no belly, the third had no legs, and the one who has no head, he goes on talking everywhere, now and then, continuously talking and eating and thinking all the time. He never rests. And the person who had no belly, he eats only, there is no other work. He goes on eating only. The child says, yes, yes, he must be eating. And the person who had no legs, he used to never stop anywhere, goes on running here and there. Do you understand? Yes. Yes. And they were brought up, they become little young, and the question arrived, who will get the throne after the king? So the ministers, they had some assembly. They decided, let them go for a pilgrimage, and one who comes first, he will be enthroned. Okay? Okay, they started for a pilgrimage. All the uh, all the courtiers, all their army and ministers, everybody followed them. All of them, they started for a pilgrimage. They went on visiting all the places of pilgrimage everywhere on the earth, and they went to the sky also. Grandma went on telling stories like this. And in the sky they saw this, they saw that, and they came to a forest, they were tired working, and there was a river which had no water and no bottom, and it was full of, it was flowing, overflowing always, and there was a city, and there are nowhere, no marketplace, nothing, no people were found in the city, and these people were very tired. They rested in that forest place near that river where no forest, where no trees are available. In this way went on telling. And the child says, yes, 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 and goes to sleep. This is how the child understands the story, and we understand what is the world. Nobody knows what is world. No, world is not there, and we talk of the world, and you understand. I explain, you understand. जिनमें जैसे दो गधा दो गधा गोपाल नंदन. Yes, this the storyteller also is a donkey, and the audience also donkeys. They hear so attentively, so beautiful story. This is the story of ignorant persons and the world and ignorance itself, which is not there. So go on telling anything about it. It is like that, it is like that, it is the 3 qualities, it can bind anybody. पुरुष इसमें बंधा हुआ है. हाँ जी, it ties up everything. It binds the bondage. This is called bondage. It binds the uh, Purusa means the individual inner soul. It is bound by it. All this work is going on by this and शेर सवारी. हाँ जी, तुम बुलाया, तुमने मुझे बुलाया, मैं आया, मैं आया, मैं आया. All these stories on this Maya, Mahamaya, and at the same time they say Achintya Rupa Charite. Aja, Anaja, Eka, Aneka. सब कुछ बोल देते हैं के बावजूद भी हम जानते हैं हाँ महामाया है, महामाया है. कितना भुजा? अष्टभुजा? नहीं नहीं, अष्टादश भुजा है. हाँ जी, तुम क्या जानते हो? मैं जानता हूँ. हाँ जी, अष्टादश भुजा है. तुम बोलते हो 10 भुजा? नहीं, वो करा 4 भुजा. लड़ते मरो जिंदगी भर है. हाँ, अच्छा अच्छा, ऐसे भी बोला कोई. चलो लड़ेंगे आपस में. कैसा बोला? कब देखा था? कहाँ देखा था? बाकी सब गए कहाँ? तो इसी प्रकार अज्ञान के ऊपर हम लड़ मरते हैं, जो है ही नहीं. कितना आसान है इसको दूर करना, कितना आसान. हाउ इजी इट इज टू accept the truth, and we have made up our mind. It is so difficult, not easy to know the real truth. Among millions and billions, one comes out with real knowledge. All others are fools, and I am the greatest fool. Isn't it? ये जो मैं अज्ञानी हूँ, ये साक्षी बोलता है. साक्षी जो इस तरफ देखता है, उस तरफ देखता है. मैं अज्ञानी हूँ, वही साक्षी अगर बोल देगा मैं ज्ञानी हूँ, बन गया काम. काम बन गया. दोनों तरफ देखता है, इधर अंधेरा, उस तरफ उजेला. एक पग खाली उस तरफ रख देना चाहिए, उतना में काम बन जाएगा. तुम खड़े हो उधर ही. कल फिर देखते हैं, जब मूल अज्ञान इसी को कहते हैं, जो है ही नहीं और जिसका नाम इस प्रकार है. मूल प्रकृति, त्रिगुणात्मिका, महद ब्रह्म, व्यक्ता, अव्यक्ता, व्यक्ता जो हो गया, कितने नाम से कैसे भी कहा जाता है सब. उसके बल से बाह्य अर्थों के अज्ञान मूर्खता के संपादक होते हैं. मूर्खता तभी होता है जब बाह्य वस्तु हम देखते हैं, इसका नाम रूप दे करके इसका अर्थ को हम समझते हैं, जो सारे अनर्थ का कारण बन जाता है. अर्थ मतलब नाम रूप अर्थ क्रियाकारिता. नाम रूपों का जो बदलाव है, जो क्रिया है, क्रिया का कोई अर्थ है. खाना खाया तो उसका परिणाम क्या होगा? संतुष्टि मिलेगी. अर्थ क्रिया, खाने का क्रिया का उसका अर्थ क्या होगा? हमको संतुष्टि मिलेगा, भूख खत्म हो जाएगा. तो ये हमारे बाहर दुनिया में सब देखने के लिए मिलता है. लेकिन ये जो अर्थ क्रियाकारिता, जो अर्थ हम देते हैं बाहर दुनिया को, ये स्वप्न में भी तो होता है। जब तक स्वप्न है तब तक भी होता है। जागृत होने से स्वप्न का अर्थ क्रियाकारिता नहीं रहता है, इसलिए हम उसको कोई कीमत नहीं देते हैं। और ऐसे ही ये जो हमारे अभी जो जागृत हम कहते हैं, तथाकथित जागृत, हम जिसको अर्थ क्रियाकारिता देते हैं, सम्मान, और सबका अर्थ है नाम का और शब्दों का, रूप का अर्थ है, ये हम जानते हैं ना, ये सब अनर्थ बन जाता है इससे थोड़ा सा ऊपर उठ जाने से। जो अंधकार में तुम पड़े हो, अगर थोड़ा बादल के ऊपर चल जाओगे ना, चली चली रे पतंग मेरी चली रे। If you can become a kite and go beyond the clouds, you will enjoy the everlasting sun, ever red sun, never setting sun. Just go beyond the hiding factor that clouds. इस मूल अज्ञान को नाश करने के लिए वही खाली तरीका है। साक्षी जो अज्ञान साक्षी है, अज्ञान को जो पनपाव दे रखा है, मैं अज्ञानी हूँ, है वो जानता है मैं अज्ञानी हूँ, जानता है कि मैं अज्ञानी हूँ, जानता है कि मैं नहीं जानता हूँ। हाँ जी, तो उतना ही खाली वो समझ जाए मैं जानता हूँ। वो नहीं जानता है कि जानता है, वो जानना चाहिए कि जानता है, वो जानना चाहिए कि वो नहीं जानता है। He must know the witness who is standing in between the borderline. He must know that he knows. He must see that he sees. And now, because he thinks I am not able to see, I am blind, so he has become blind. The witness, the blind fellow knows I am blind. Is it called blindness? Can you call it blindness? One who knows he is blind. One who knows I am ignorant, how he can be ignorant? So that is witnessing state. That witnessing state, if it can accept that I am the absolute truth, I am the light of lights, then this ignorance is not to be seen any further. It is not at all there. It is just assumption. And there is another, always we give the example of that same thing, just as the rope and snake. You are somewhere going and you have lost your way. It has become dark. You have entered into a dense forest, lost your path, all alone. Cloudy sky and thorny bushes all around. Somehow or other, you are trying to find out some way to get out of it. Whole night, troubling yourself. This is our status. Okay? Our state of being, ignorant beings. And very often you hear the terrific sound of wild animals, and every now and then you are falling down, striking against the paving stones. Somewhere you are falling down into the ditches, getting out somehow or other, struggling hard to get a way out of it. And all of a sudden you came across a lion is standing before you with open jaws, ready to swallow you. What will happen? What will be your condition? Can you imagine? And all of a sudden, there is lightning. Somehow or other, it was cloudy sky. There is lightning. And you saw all your trouble is ended. You have reached a place, a fort, and on the front of the gate, the lion, stone lion. How happy you will be. Just a strike, moment lightning, moment's lightning destroys all your ignorance, all your struggles, and you have now. Do you know your bound of joy? No bound. Similarly, your revelation of ever revealed knowledge, ever revealed. You are standing at that point and only to wait for the chance. The witness, one who was thinking it is a lion ready to swallow me, the same witness will say, it is my protector. Now at this forest, I can hide behind the lion, under the lion. It is my protector. Similarly, this ignorance is pervading everywhere, and a moment's job, just acceptance. Tomorrow we shall see further how the same person with ignorance becomes just like an animal, and same body with knowledge, he becomes the all-seer, all-knower. Hari Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevamasisyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sadguru Bhagavan ki jai, Sachidananda Bhagavan ki jai, Sabda Brahma ki jai, Saraswati Maharani ki jai, Yoga Vasistha Bhagavan ki jai. Hari